Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today One Piece chapter number 991. Please let us die. And well, what an awesome chapter! And well, this chapter didn't just made us go wow, what a chapter. This also did one more thing. This also made us go crazy, and well, everybody was basically saying please let us die because yeah man, this chapter was so late. And god damn man, people in the community were going crazy, and well, that's why my review is so late, so I'm sorry for that. But at least you gotta know it's not my fault, so well, there we go. But yeah, well, the chapter in itself is awesome, and yeah, of course, we cannot begin the chapter with, without mentioning the legendary lurking legend himself, of course, Pound. And yeah, well, Pound finally is, hugging his, children after, 26 long years. And okay, please let this be the end. I mean, I'm happy for him, but yeah, please let this be the end. And all right. Anyways, so here we are, man. And yeah, well, last chapter we left with, of course, Drake. Drake crying out like, "Luffy, please let me join." And yeah, well, that's where we are continuing. And everybody is like, whoa, this dude, he's one of the Flying Six. And yeah, he attacked one of his own, and now he's saying like, let me fight alongside you. Like, who's gonna trust this dude? Like, even Page One is like, whoa, did you just take out a number? Like, dude, what are you doing? And yeah, well, all Drake is doing is, he's just, crossing his fingers and just he's just remembering whatever Kobe told him, right? Like, he's like, oh man, please let Luffy be an awesome dude, and please make him, accept me. Like, all Drake is doing is that. That's all. Like, goddamn. And of course, Luffy being Luffy, he's like, yeah, man, all right. You wanna beat Kaido? Yeah, I wanna beat Kaido. So yeah, let's join. And goddamn, man, like, you know and Drake, he's trying to explain himself, right? He did not think, like, he did not expect at all that Luffy would just say like, yeah, come on, join. Like, even he was, he was trying to explain himself like, look man, I cannot give you my reasons and stuff, but our goals are the same. And you know even before saying that, Luffy is like, yeah, all right, join, man. And of course, being the people who actually thinks, I mean yeah, whatever. The logical thinkers, right? Zoro, and of course Frankie and Jinbei, the big dudes, the let's just say the vanguard of the Straw Hats, right? These people are like, oh dude, Luffy, fuck no. Like, this dude was, he was our enemy like a few minutes ago, and now you're saying, yeah, let him join us. Like, dude, you idiot, you just wait, we'll take care about this, right? And and well, what they do, they're like asking Drake like, yo dude, what are you doing? Like, are you, playing games with us? Like, are you manipulating us in some way or something? Like, what is this? And even Jinbei is like, yeah man, this dude, like, first of all, yeah, even if we say like, yes, he just betrayed, Kaido's side and is coming to our side, like, there should be honor, right? Like, come on, even in the pirate world there should be honor. And you know one thing, right? Like, the funny thing is, Jinbei is talking about honor. Look, I'm not saying like he's a dishonorable man or something, right? I'm not saying that, but the amount of cruise Jinbei has been in is just funny, right? But yeah, I mean, of course, Jinbei is an honorable man, so of course he's talking about honor, and yeah, even Frankie agrees. Like, dude, you cannot do that. And well, what happens? Of course, Ulti and Page One are there, and they're like, yo, the Straw Hats are here, and I don't know what Drake is doing, so let's just attack them. And well, of course, they start attacking these samurai, right? And yeah, well, Luffy and Sanji, they both recognize them. I mean, of course, Luffy recognizes both of them, and Sanji is like, yo, that dinosaur dude, like, he recognizes Page One, and he's like, whoa, that dinosaur dude is from Flower Capital, and whoa, who's that beauty beside him? Of course, he, notices her, and yeah, well, what exactly happens? Well, it's not Luffy or Sanji who's saving these samurai. Well, of course, God himself comes down and attacks attacks Page One. Of course, Usopp hits his Death Star, some instant kill Green Star, and yeah, well, Ulte is like, whoa, what the hell? Who attacked Usopp? I mean, not Usopp, of course. Who attacked Page One? And she sees only Nami is standing there, and she's shouting like, I'm Nami. My specialty is reptile extermination. Prepare yourself. And you know you know then we see Usopp is the one who's saying all these things, who's standing behind Nami, right? Poor Nami is like, yo, don't hide behind me and say all these things, like, goddamn, man. And of course, Ulti being far away, she doesn't notice Usopp, so she basically is thinking it's Nami, and they just both chase after Nami and Usopp, and you know, and see, one thing, right, out of this comedic situation, I actually really want Page One and Ulti to fight Nami and Usopp, because yeah, in my opinion, those two are like the weakest Flying Six, and well, of course, these two are the weakest Straw Hats, so uh, yeah, I mean, I'm not counting Chopper, so I don't know what the deal is with Chopper, so yeah, for now, fuck Chopper, alright? But yeah, yeah, I hope Usopp and Nami fights, you know, Page One and Ulti, but maybe, it's a bit too hard for them, but I don't know, man, something like that. I hope, all the Straw Hats at least get, Flying Six people. Like, I don't. I don't want them fighting some scrubs, so yeah, well, yeah, maybe Chopper could fight some numbers, like four numbers versus Chopper alone. Yeah, maybe, but you know I don't hate Chopper, alright? I don't hate him. But yeah, anyways, of course, even Sanji is, he's trusting Usopp. He's like, Usopp, protect Nami-san. And yeah, well, Sanji now is like, Luffy, let's hurry to where Kinemon and others are. Let's move. And, you know, Luffy is like, yeah, of course, we'll go to Kaido. And, he suddenly screams to Sanji, like, Sanji, cover your ears. And, of course, what do we see? Appo, hits them with this attack. And, yeah, well, of course, Luffy knows at this point what's gonna happen. So, Sanji and Luffy cover their ears, and of course, nothing happens. But Appo is like, well, you learned from your last mistake, so Well, I guess, that's fine, but can you fight even with your ears closed? Like, of course, you're using both your hands to, cover your ears, but after that, can you fight? And, what he does is with his, music or something, he wakes these numbers, right? That Jaki, Goki, Juki, whatever, like, all of these numbers, right? Who fell basically after, Frankie, Luffy, and, Drake's attacks. And he's like, yo, dudes, you guys are idiots, you destroyed numerous amounts of villages and towns and whatever, and you can't just basically get one shotted by these people. People would be basically laugh at you guys. I mean, come on, what is this? And these guys are basically ruining our feast, so we gotta take revenge. And of course, who shows up? Hacha, the number 8 dude. Yeah, that dude, basically shows up, and he lifts one of the numbers, right? He's like, well, yeah, he basically lifts the numbers, and you know, Appo is like, yeah, Hacha, come on, let's show these people what a number can actually do. I mean, what an ancient giant can do when he actually, seriously rampages. Like, yeah, it would be dangerous, like basically, King Kong going crazy. So, yeah, I mean, all of these people are like, they're of course they're concerned about what's gonna happen. Like basically that dude picked up another number, and he was gonna crush all these samurai using him, right? And these samurai are like, whoa, this dude, he's using his own dude as a weapon. Like, god damn, man, these people are crazy. And but what actually happens is Hacha is distracted by something, and well, what is that something? Well, it's Frankie's Shogun. Of course, Jinbei notices this, and he's like, well, Frankie, you gotta run, man. Go take him out from here, because otherwise, this dude will just rampage here, and yeah, he'd just fuck up these samurai. So yeah, take him out. I mean, take him to some other place. Like, yeah, take him out to the ocean, and maybe drown him or something. Like, do something other than fighting here. And well, now we see that Drake and Zoro are actually arguing. They're actually clashing and arguing at the same time. Like, Zoro is like, yo, dude, I can't trust you. And Drake is like, dude, I mean, victory for your guys is just convenient for me. I'm not on your side, but basically, like, your enemy and my enemy are the same. So, let's team up, please. And well, they still don't trust each other. But what actually happens is, Appo is, he's just screaming, "Ah, ah, 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 ah," his, obnoxious scream. And of course, Zoro and Drake look at him and are like, dude, cut that shit out. And, they just both knock him down. Like, Appo goes flying, and he's like, yo, Drake, you bastard, I heard what you did, you traitor. Like, so you finally, you know, betrayed us and joined those weak ass pirates. And as he says that, Zoro gets pissed, like, this dude is calling us weak, that mother. And even Drake is like, well, I hated that guy from the beginning, so you know I'll help you crush that dude. So maybe let's make a truce, right? And you know Zoro is like, well, looks like we're making a team now. And basically they both are ready to attack Upho. But well, the big man himself, the big man Queen is, he just pulls out a Gatling gun and he's shooting down at these people, right? And of course, Zoro and Drake escape these bullets, but those, of course, hit few of the samurai. And well, Drake notices that, these bullets are, of course, some some creation by, of course, Queen himself. We already saw his special bullets in Udon, so yeah, these are something similar, right? If not the same, something similar, like some disease or some shit bullets. So yeah, well, so that's that. Like, I guess, Queen is here as well, so don't know what's gonna happen next. Well, anyways, we won't know what's gonna happen next because, yeah, we cut to the dome of the skull, and, yeah, what is actually happening? Well, Jack. Oh man, Jack's tusk is just cut down, right? One of his tusks are broken, and he just falls down there, and Kaido actually has to save him. Like, Kaido comes in between, Jack and, of course, Ino and Neko, and he's like, whoa, dude, that's as far as you'll go. Like, yeah, I've been standing here to see a good fight, but yeah, I mean, yeah, those minks versus my guys was cool, so I was just standing there and looking at it. But yeah, these two, yeah, I'm sorry, you can't just kill my people, and my all-star, my beloved subordinate Jack, and I just can't just stand there and look at you murdering him, you know like that is actually nice, right? Like, at least Kaido is caring about Jack, like, unlike Big Mom, right? I mean, even we saw this same thing with Doflamingo, right? He actually cares about his crewmates, and yeah, well, Kaido is the same, man. At least that thing, I like. I mean, some kind of characterization, right? Like, yeah, that is that is really cool. And well, Jack is like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Master Kaido. You know, I couldn't do it. And Kaido is like, dude, I understand, man. I know, I know you're not weak. It's just that, those two are quite strong, and goddamn, man, we get this panel of Ino and Neko, and whoa, these guys look beastly, man. These guys look awesome, and yeah, I mean, before the silhouettes, I said, Ino was looking better, but yeah, now, I mean, hands down, it's Neko. Like, Neko is looking beastly. He's looking like a monster, and whoa, I mean, Ino is looking awesome as well, like, no doubt. But yeah, Neko, yeah, that's just something else, and of course, Kaido is like, well, everybody's down, right? The minks are down, his people are down. The only people standing are, the scabbards and Kaido himself. And yeah, well, all the minks, yeah, Jack took out all of these Sulong minks. So, I mean, look, man, he's not trash, alright? I mean, yeah, I know what people are gonna say, but yeah, Neko and Ino, come on, man, they were super strong, alright? And it's Sulong, it's not like regular Neko and Ino. So yeah, I mean, think about that, right? Think about that. So yeah, well, anyway, so only these people are, standing. So Kaido is like, well, I guess it's my time. And yeah, well, this time, you can't just evade my attacks and run away. This is basically the end of the road for you guys, so you just basically have to fight me now. You can't hide. And he you know he uses his hyper beam, right, his Boro breath. And of course, what actually happens? Well, Boro breath is fire, right? And what do we know about somebody's specialty? Of course, it's Kinemon. And Kinemon is like, whoa, I never thought about running any time. Like, no, I'm standing here until I die. And he's like, he cuts that Boro breath in half. And well, Well, now this is a surprise, and yeah, we actually see Kaido actually, you know, his teeth got chipped by Kinemon. Like, yeah, some of his teeth and maybe little of his mouth is cut. Like, god damn, man, I like it is cool, but you know, like I am really surprised. Like, look, I was already surprised with the Rio thing, right? Like, but still, like, fine, maybe they, their determination and what all that, you know, all of those things, like, yeah, help them with that, Rio shit. Like, yeah, whatever, like, whatever, man. Odin's willpower, or their love towards Odin, their duty and shit, like, made them use that Rio. Fine, but whoa, Kinemon chipped Kaido's teeth. I'm pretty sure of that. Like, we can even see, small cut on Kaido's mouth, and well, I, I I did not expect the scabbards to be this strong. Like, and yeah, by the scabbards, I don't mean the people who stayed back for 20 years, right? Those, yeah, those of course are strong, but the one I'm talking about, the ones who jumped, right? Like Kinemon, Kanjiro, Kiku, and stuff, right? They are turning out to be monstrous as well. So, yeah, either, Kinemon was really hiding everything until now just for this fight, or, I don't know, man. Oda, he he loves this samurai, I guess. But yeah, well, I mean, at least now that Kaido got one of his tooth chipped, I think at least at this point Kaido should be serious. So, I mean, I'm expecting them to be annihilated in the next fight. I mean against Kaido. But yeah, if that doesn't happen, I mean, whoa. I don't know then. I don't know when Kaido would be serious if, it doesn't happen in the next fight. So, yeah, well, let's see, man. Let's see. But, yeah, anyways, that is the chapter, and of course, all the samurai are standing there and are like, don't make us laugh, Kaido. We're here to either get killed or basically take you down dying, like, die trying. So, well, you know these people are determined, and yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, please leave some of Kaido for Luffy too. No, I'm just joking, I'm not like yeah, yeah. I'm just joking, but yeah, I mean, respect the samurai, man, respect the samurai. And respect Kinemon. Fire Fox Kinemon. And at this point, I really hope, Zoro was curious about his, fire cutting techniques. So, yeah, at this point, I actually hope that Kinemon actually taught Zoro how to cut fire. I mean, yeah, cutting Kaido's, blast breath is goddamn, that was dope. Yeah, well, but yeah, anyways, man, that is the chapter, right? So, and well, the best part of this chapter isn't, Kaido, Kinemon, Neko, Ino, Zoro, Drake. No. The best part of this chapter is, of course, there is no break next week. And yeah, well, that, of course, you'll agree with me that is the best part of this chapter. And yeah, anyways, look, I mean, Oda already said that, chapter 1000, yeah, it's gonna be coming out by the end of this year. So, yeah, not next year. So, if that statement is true, then, yeah, I mean, there would be less breaks from now on. And, yeah, man, that, that is an awesome news. And, yeah, well, let's hope for the best. And yeah, well, man, that is the chapter, and of course that is the video. So, you know you know every time I say this, but of course, please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, comment, man. comment. We will, discuss in the chat, and yeah, it will be awesome. And of course, I would really appreciate, you guys liking, sharing and subscribing. So yeah, man, that's it for the video. So yeah, well, as always, until next time, peace.